What's going on, everybody? My name is ModernKnight and welcome back to another mod showcase. Today we have mob farming tools by Beater 2. Now, as you've seen in the preview, we have mob spawners, we have spikes, we have vacuum hoppers. We can set the different types of spawners, and I've set up a little system that will allow us to collect the drops and place it straight into the drawers. Now, in this video, I will go over what the blocks are, what they do, and how to set up this specific mob spawner. We're gonna do it better because, as you can see, there are some imperfections. The cows are getting stuck up there, but we're gonna fix that. Sometimes drops get stuck on there, so we're gonna fix that also. So stay tuned, and yeah, let's get going. Now, to get started with this mod, you'll need to head to the workbench and you need to start collecting animal/mob DNA. And how you do that is you craft yourself a mob swab. Requires some linen scrap, steaks, plant fiber, and essence of life. It's pretty cheap, pretty simple recipe. So you craft yourself one of those. And of course, everything in this mod is craftable through the workbench in the survival tab. As you can see, there are the spikes, there are mob fans, spawners, the vacuum hoppers, all the upgrades, and I will go over each and every one of these upgrades and I will show you what they do. And yeah, so as when you craft yourself a mob swab, you find the mob you want to take DNA. So for example, it's spawn NPC, and let's say we want a sheep. Now you find this in your survival world. Of course, I'm spawning it here because I'm in a creative world. So you find yourself a sheep, you want to clone it, you want to put it in your mob's farm. So you bring your swab in your hand, you come to the sheep, you right click, and the swab turns green. And it says swab sheep. And now it's ready for the next step. So for the next step, we come to the workbench and we craft ourselves a mob spawner. Now this is a hefty, kind of expensive recipe. It's a mob spawner, so it's supposed to be expensive. 50 essence of life is meh, it's not that expensive. 20 thorium, 20 cobalt, 20 iron ingots, 20 of each leather, and 1 void heart to craft 1 mob spawner. So when you're ready, you click, you place a mob spawner, and you right click. It's usually gonna take it. So you right click with your used mob swab on the spawner, and it takes it, and as you can see, change spawner entity to sheep. Now, if we interact with the spawner, you can see stored entity is a sheep, enabled is true, chunk loaded false. I will show you what this does. Noise suppressed false also. Spawn rate minimum max 30 to 60, so it spawn rate a 30 seconds minimum and maximum of 30 seconds. Spawn amount, minimum, maximum, it spawns only 1 entity per that timer. And here you can see the timer, when is the next spawn gonna happen. Now over on the left, as you can see, we can see the upgrade slots. Now width, height, and length are disabled for the mob spawners. You can't upgrade those. I'm not sure what the default width and height and length for the spawner. Oh, and as you can see, we spawned the sheep. And as you can see, he's running away. So we can upgrade noise suppression, which means the spawned entities will be, noise suppressed. We get speed, that will speed up the spawn rates. Output will like configure the spawn amount from minimum maximum, and chunk loading will chunk load the spawner. Now I've gotten myself some upgrades, so let's test. For example, we test the noise suppression. As you can see, the noise suppressed is true now. And now we want to upgrade output. So if I put 1 in, as you can see, it's 1 out of 2. If I put another, 2 out of 2. So I think there's a maximum of 2 outputs, so you can spawn only 2 entities each time. And for the speed, as you can see, it's decreasing this. So the fastest is 4 speed upgrades, which 10 seconds. Each 10 seconds, it will spawn 2 entities. So we'll wait 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it should spawn 2 entities. So as you can see, there are 2 sheeps here and there. For the chunk loading, it's self-explanatory. It will chunk load the spawner, meaning if you go far away from there, the spawner will continue working. Now, make sure whenever you have chunk loading on, you have a way to deal with the items that are dropped. Otherwise, you're gonna lag your server, you lag your world, and you're gonna cause a lot of trouble. So chunk load this at your own risk. Make sure you have a valid, good system to handle the drops. And yeah. So next we're gonna talk about ways to kill your spawned entities. So we have iron alloy spikes, thorium spikes, cobalt spikes, adamant spikes, and at the end we have a mob masher. Now the mob masher is configurable. There is no documentation how much damage they do. I tried testing, but it doesn't show damage numbers. But you know, the higher tier, the higher damage it does. So just keep in mind. But the mob masher is the best out of these four, and you can interact with it. And as you can see, it has upgrade slots. Now noise suppression. Currently, I think it's not working, or it's slower or something, but I don't see it working. I can't put more than one. As in for speed, as you can tell, masher speed is set to 1, and if we add, I think the maximum is 2, which bumps it up to 15. Next is output. Keep an eye out on the masher damage out here and the damage for bosses. If I put 1, it goes up by 4, then 22, then 26, and when I put the fourth and last one, it changes the boss to true. So now with 4 upgrades to output, it can damage and kill bosses. And the last upgrade, of course, is chunk loading, which is the same as the spawner. You put the chunk loading in, it keeps it running while you're not near it. Next, we'll talk about moving entities, and the way we move entities is by using this block. It's called a fan. And as you can see, it gets placed based on where you click. So if you click on the ground, it's gonna face upwards. If you place a block there and you click on that block, it's gonna face you. And as you saw, it pushes me outwards, as you can see. And then this fan also have upgrades. So this, you can see the width, height, and length is opened. So you can have 4 of each as a max. And if you see, oh, this is a long way. And as you can see, I will go here just like this. Now by default, the fan have a 3 range. As you can see, on the 3rd block it pushes me, but if I go to the 4th block it doesn't. And if I apply 1 width, as you can see, now I'm getting pushed on the 4th. If I go to the 5th, it doesn't. So I can apply another one, and as you can see, on the 5th it does, on the 6th it won't, and etc, etc. As in for the length, this is the maximum it pushes me. If I put more length, as you can see, it keeps pushing me backwards. If I put maximum length, it pushed me this far. And as for the height, it's the same thing. It pushes me even if I'm like up there. You see, I'm jumping and it still pushes me. Last and not least is the vacuum hopper. This is your collection method for your items. Make sure you have a chest near it, so it puts the items it collects in the chest. And if I drop an item here, it's not gonna pick it up because the range sucks. Let's see what's the range on it. See, it just picks it up as soon as it's here, but of course it has upgrades. It has width, you can just max it out, and you can even chunk load it and noise suppress it. So now, if I drop it back here where it was, as you can see, it goes inside and it puts it inside the chest. So this is a good way to collect your loot from the mobs. As you can see, it still picks it up and put it in the chest. So let's combine everything we learned and let's make a mob farm. So let's get our swab. I'm gonna get a bear spawner. I'm gonna make a bear mob spawner. Let's get this one. We don't need it anymore. There we go. So this will be meat and heavy hide farm. So let's get it. So we have the used mob swab. Now we place the mob spawner down here. Let's place it actually up a little bit. So we place the mob spawner up there and we right click it with the swab, and it's changed it to grizzly bear. I'll keep the swab in case I need to destroy the spawner. So now we need to do the killing area. So from the middle, I like to go just like normal kind of Minecrafty styley thing. I'll get some blocks. So I like to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th I'll make a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th make a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th make a wall. Just all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th make a wall. And just build this wall up. Now I built the walls up, and now we need to push all the entities to this position. So I'm gonna place a fan out here, but notice it only pushes you on the 3rd block. So we will give it, let's try 2. We'll give it the 3rd. And now, as you can see, it pushes me all the way. Even on this side, it pushes me. Now we'll give it length, so it goes all the way down there. And this is height. We don't need height. We need length. So now, as you can see, it pushed me all the way down here, as you can see. And now we'll get another fan over here, just like this, and another fan there. And this, as you can see, will give it a bit of length, maybe 2, and this will give it 2. And this should land us right in the middle. Now we're gonna fix this, don't worry. So we're in the middle, let's build the killing system. Now in the middle, over here, dig these 2 blocks, place 2 mob mashers. It's better to place 2 just because in case the bear flies over here or the bear gets knocked back here. So just fill it up with any like upgrades you want. I'm gonna max it out. And then let's max up the spawner so it spawns, you know, mobs faster. Just so we can see the bears. Now I'm not sure what's the range on the spawner. They might still spawn on the walls, but we'll deal with that when it comes to that. Now in 3, 2, 1, it's gonna spawn bears. As you can see, bears die and they drop their stuff, just like that. Now I've gone ahead and pushed the walls up, and I placed 2 blocks on top of the spawners so the bears don't spawn on top. And as you can see, they get spawned, they get pushed by the fans into the spikes or the mob masher, and they die. Now, as you can see, we have a problem, which is loot is everywhere on the floor. So let's work on item collection right now. Now, the easiest and most basic thing to do is you dig the middle block out, which is here where the spikes are. You place your hopper, you place whatever upgrades you want in it, chunk loading, and you place a chest. And as you can see, it starts pulling the dropped items from there. Now, your system is complete. You're done. Oh, he still spawns on here. Okay, good to know. Now I can place another block on top, so maybe that stops them. As you can see, he died. The drops get sucked into the hopper and into the chest. Now, with other mods that we have on the server, and feel free to install that also, we have the easy storage network mod and the drawer mod. So I'll take some cables. I will show you. You don't have to install this. Your collection system is already done, but I like to go extra. So I'll get some drawers. And as you can see, we're only getting heavy hide and wild meat. So we're only needing like two drawers. So we'll place 2 drawers. We'll place cables connecting to it. We'll place a storage import cable, which means it will import all the drops or all the loot out of a chest and put it inside a network. I'll place a terminal just to access the stuff, and I'll connect everything with a storage cable. And right now, I think the meat, there we go. Now it's gonna sort. As you can see, hide goes on top, meat goes on the bottom. Now you can go an extra step, and if you wanna process the hide, of course you can have a tanning rack and cable. We need export and our import cable. And we get tanning rack. I already showed you guys this, but I'll show you again. So you place an export cable and an import cable. For an import, for an export, sorry, it will need the leather or the hide, sorry. As you can see, ingredient heavy hide, yes, and safe filter. And we connect that with a cable. Now ignore this. Oh, this is dire wiring, but ignore it. As you can see, it's working on heavy hide. And then as it finishes, it will need another drawer probably for, oops. There we go. And now once this finishes, we need the heavy leather. We'll set the export and we'll go heavy leather, leather heavy, save filter. And now we can connect this. Whoops. We can connect this with this storage cable. Why is it not placing on top? Storage cable. Why are you not connecting? Okay, hold on. Okay, that was weird. I had to place blocks behind it and, you know, craft that. But as you can see, we need heavy. Right now you can't lock drawers, so you end up with this problem of, you know, having your drawers get used by something else. So this is just a basic system. You have your hide, your loot. From there, the hide gets processed into leather. Leather goes back into the system. And yeah, this is your basic mob farm. So you can go ahead and go crazy with it. You can do anything you want. This guy still spawns on top, so maybe we'll need another block. But yeah, feel free to play with the mod. So yeah, let me know down in the comment below what you guys think about this mod. Let me know which mod you want me to showcase next. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. It's been ModernKnight, and goodbye.